Willie D Live.
You when you first got into music, how did that happen? I know you was a drummer in high school at Fremont, right? In Oakland, right? So was that the beginning? I would think at 17 you put out your first album at 17, right?
Like 18, somewhere
17,
in there.
18, okay. And you did that independently? Was that 75 Girls?
75 Girls. So
that was your label?
No, the owner of 75 Girls is the one who taught me how to do that. Guy named Dean Hodges. He taught me how to do that.
Yeah.
And the next label, Dangerous Music, that was my label.
Yeah, okay. 75 Girls. Who else did they have signed at the time?
It was a couple of artists on the label, but my stuff was what was really generating the income. And my man Dean, who owned the label and ran it, he just believed in like helping a lot of people. Man, he was a guy who couldn't rap, he couldn't make beats, he wasn't a musician, but he had the money and he had the vision. You know, sometimes you need that vision guy, and he was that guy. Man, he put me around professional musicians, and he put me around the best studios with good engineers. And had he not done that, let's say if he had put me around some janky ass, my cousin could play bass a little bit at church, not the good bass player, but the one who could just barely hold a note, and fucking and they put me in some cheap ass studios, that would have been too short. Shitty musicians in cheap studios. He put me with professionals. Like Oakland and the Bay Area has a big heritage of music. You know, the Pointer Sisters and the Whispers were not from Oakland, but they was based in Oakland. And we had, Larry Graham was out in the Bay, and Sly and the Family Stone and fucking Tower of Power. Like, it was a lot of success before hip-hop came along. So when hip-hop came along in the Bay, that's what we looked to. We looked to, like, the legacy that we were upholding. And it was something that you had to be proud of. So if you talk to Raphael Sadiq, Tony, and different people from the Bay who came along later, they were like, well, I had to. Look what they did. And then look what Too Short did. And look what Tony did. Like, you gotta, if you're the next guy up, you gotta be motherfucking in vogue. You gotta be and y'all got the same shit here in Houston. Same shit. Like, don't step up to the plate and represent the city wrong, because the city ain't gonna support you. So we had to do that on a certain level of acceptance, a certain level to be accepted,